The alert comes through at 6:13 a.m., emergency broadcast. All major bridges in the San Francisco Bay Area are closed, effective immediately. Structural concerns. No timeline for reopening. You're in Oakland, staring at your phone. Your job is in San Francisco. Your kid's school is across the bay. Your doctor, your dentist, your grocery store, half your life is on the other side of water. The Golden Gate, the Bay Bridge, San Mateo, Dumbarton, Richmond, San Rafael, Antioch, Carquinez, Benicia Martinez, every single one closed. You walk to your window and look toward the bay. The bridges are still there. You can see them, but you can't use them. 7 million people, fractured into isolated islands, separated by water that's been crossable for 100 years. Until now. Say, by the time you realize half the region's hospitals are on the wrong side of the bridge, the first person has already died waiting for a transfer. If you've ever been stuck in Bay Area bridge traffic and thought, there has to be another way, this is what happens when there isn't. Subscribe if you like scenarios that make you rethink your commute. The San Francisco Bay is 50 miles long and 12 miles wide. Without bridges, it's a natural barrier that divides the region. San Francisco, Oakland, Peninsula, South Bay, North Bay, East Bay. Each one suddenly isolated. The Bay Area has 8 major bridges. They carry over 1 million vehicles daily. They're the circulatory system of the region. Take them away and the entire organism fails. Most people cross at least one bridge daily, work on one side, live on the other. Housing is expensive in San Francisco, so you live in Oakland. Everything assumes the bridges work: the economy, healthcare, education, family. 100 years of urban development built on the assumption that crossing water is trivial. Until it's not. Tuesday morning, you're having coffee, checking your commute. Bay Bridge is showing typical delays. You'll leave in 20 minutes. Your partner is getting the kid ready for school. They'll take the San Mateo Bridge. Morning routine. Across the region, the same pattern. 500,000 people crossing bridges, barely thinking about it. At 6:13 a.m., everything stops. Your phone buzzes. Emergency alert. You read it twice because it doesn't make sense. All SF Bay Area bridges closed due to structural integrity concerns. Do not attempt to access. You check the news. Nothing yet. Social media is exploding. Confusion. Disbelief. You turn on the TV. Breaking news. A Caltrans official at a podium. Overnight inspections revealed critical stress fractures on multiple bridges. Coordinated closures for public safety. Timeline unknown. No details. Just closed. You look at your calendar. Meetings today. Client presentation. Performance review. All in San Francisco. You're in Oakland. You open maps. The alternative route appears. Red line tracing south, around the bay. 101 miles. 3 hours without traffic. Your partner is on their phone. School says they're open, but half the teachers can't get there. Do we send him? You don't have an answer. By 7 a.m., the bay shoreline is crowded with people just staring at the bridges. They're right there, perfectly visible. They look fine, but the entrances are blocked. CHP vehicles. You have barriers. Officers turning people away. Some drivers are arguing. I can see it's fine, just let me through. The officers repeat the same line. Structural concerns. No timeline. BART is overwhelmed. Stations are packed with people who normally drive. Trains arriving full, unable to take more passengers. Ferries are swamped. The ferry system was designed for 10,000 passengers daily. Now, 100,000 are trying to use it. Traffic heading south around the bay is gridlocked. What should take 3 hours is taking 6. People sitting in parking lots, going nowhere. Companies are sending messages. Work from home today. Offices closed until further notice. Schools are canceling. Hospitals are rerouting ambulances. Businesses are closing. The region is fragmenting in real time. But here's what the bridges carry that nobody thinks about. Everything. Food for San Francisco comes from the Central Valley. East across the bay, then north. No bridges, no deliveries. Warehouses are in Oakland. Stores are in SF. The supply chain just severed. Healthcare is distributed across the bay. Specialized trauma centers are in San Francisco, cancer treatment in Oakland, pediatric specialists in Palo Alto. Patients on one side need doctors on the other. The tech industry is built on cross-bay commuting. Without bridges, companies lose half their workforce overnight. Emergency services are coordinated regionally. Fire departments share resources. Ambulances transfer patients between facilities. Bridge closures mean each city is on its own. Water and power systems cross the bay. These systems are still functioning for now. but maintenance requires access. Day 2. The detour around the bay has become permanent gridlock. People who tried it yesterday are still stuck. Some abandoned their cars out of gas. BART is running extended hours but can't keep up. Stations are limiting entry for safety. Ferries added extra boats, but it's not enough. Wait times are 5 hours. People camping overnight at terminals. Tech companies are mandating work from home, but not everyone can. Hardware labs, data centers. These require on-site staff. Companies are scrambling to relocate employees, but hotels are full. Airbnbs are full. Your partner's job is in person, hospital work, no remote option. They're staying with a coworker near the hospital. You haven't seen them in 2 days. Your kid is with you, confused about why mom isn't coming home. Mesh grocery stores on the SF side are running low. Delivery trucks can't get across. Shelves are emptying. Stores are rationing. Medical appointments are being canceled. Your neighbor has dialysis 3 times a week. Her clinic is in San Francisco. She's in Oakland. No bridge, no treatment. She's calling every facility on this side, all fully booked. You're realizing something that feels impossible. You live in one of the wealthiest regions on Earth, and you're cut off from basic services because of water. Day 4. Emergency services are fragmenting. San Francisco has 2 level 1 trauma centers. East Bay has 1. Normally, ambulances transfer patients based on injury type and capacity. Now, they can't. A critical patient on the wrong side has no good options. Helicopters are being used, but there are only so many. Fire departments are stretched. A major fire in SF can't call for backup from Oakland. Response times are longer. Schools are in chaos. Teachers can't reach their schools. Students can't reach their teachers. Districts are attempting remote learning, but it's improvised. Parents who relied on school for childcare are stuck. Power grid is stressed. Technicians can't reach substations for routine maintenance. Small problems are lingering. Your partner calls. They're staying at the hospital, sleeping in a break room. Too exhausted to attempt the detour. Too needed to leave. You haven't seen them in 4 days. Your kid asks when mom's coming home. You don't know what to say.
Mom coming home?
That night, the first boat capsizes. Overloaded ferry, unofficial operator. 23 on board. 15 make it out. Families are split. Parents on one side, your kids on the other. Someone was visiting relatives when the bridges closed. Now they're stuck. Days turn into a week. A woman in Marin goes into labor. Her OB is in San Francisco. Her hospital is in San Francisco. Now she's being redirected to a facility she's never seen, with doctors she's never met, because the Golden Gate is closed. Elderly residents who rely on family care are isolated. A man in San Jose used to drive to Oakland daily to check on his mother. Now he can't. He's calling neighbors, begging strangers to help. Mental health is deteriorating. The isolation, the disruption, the uncertainty. Therapy appointments are being canceled. Half of them were across a bridge. You're watching your neighbor struggle. Single parent, job in SF, kid in Oakland, no family nearby. She's trying to work from home while caring for a 6-year-old. So you offer to watch the kid during her meetings. She cries when she says yes. The Bay Area generates over $500 billion in economic activity annually. The bridge's closing doesn't pause that, it severs it. San Francisco's economy is built on commerce, tourism, and tech. Without bridge access, tourism dies, hotels empty, restaurants close, tech companies are hemorrhaging productivity, hardware development stops, product launches delay. The Port of Oakland handles billions in cargo. Ships are arriving, but distribution is broken. Goods pile up in warehouses. Small businesses are dying. A restaurant in SF that depends on lunch crowds from Oakland is empty. They're burning savings. Unemployment spikes. People who can't reach their jobs are being let go. Economists estimate $50 billion in losses. Week 1, day 6, evening. While you're standing at the waterfront in Oakland, looking west. San Francisco is right there. Lights coming on as the sun sets. You can see them perfectly. 3 miles of water. That's all that separates you. Your partner's shift just ended. Too tired to call. They texted, tomorrow maybe. Tomorrow's been maybe for 6 days. A kid on a scooter stops next to you, staring at the city. My dad's over there, he says to nobody. Then he pushes off, keeps moving. The Bay Bridge is lit up. Gold lights running the length of it. Beautiful, useless. You turn and walk home. The ferry system could be expanded, but that takes time. You're talking months. People need solutions now. Helicopters are being used for medical emergencies, but can't scale to commuter levels. Some companies are chartering buses for the South Detour, 3-hour journey each way. It's expensive and slow, but it's something. The BART system could run more trains, but the infrastructure has limits. They're already past capacity. The real answer is fix the bridges. Caltrans says inspections are ongoing, repairs are being planned. But you can't rush structural engineering. If a bridge fails mid-repair, people die. Some bridges might reopen sooner, others might take weeks. There's talk of emergency vehicle lanes. But who's essential? The list expands until it's meaningless. The Bay Area built itself on bridges. Now it's discovering what happens when that assumption fails. Day 7. Your phone buzzes. News alert. Bay Bridge cleared for limited reopening. Single lane each direction. Emergency and essential personnel only. Commercial traffic prohibited. You refresh. More alerts. San Mateo Bridge. Inspection complete. Bay reopening tomorrow. Dumbarton. Still closed. Timeline uncertain. Golden Gate. Repairs underway, no date. It's progress. Not solution, but progress. You call your partner. They're crying. I can come home. The hospital is arranging transportation for staff. They'll be back tonight. By afternoon, traffic is moving across the Bay Bridge. Slow, controlled, but moving. People are cheering at the toll plaza. Ferries are still packed. BART is still crowded. But the fracture is beginning to heal. Stores are getting deliveries. Hospitals are transferring patients. Families are reuniting. The news is filled with stories. Economic damage estimates. Investigations into how this happened. Then you see the headline, Bridge closures linked to coordinated sabotage, sensors tampered, inspections falsified. Your partner comes through the door at 11 p.m. Your kid runs to them. You're all crying. The bridges are reopening, one by one. Inspections are being verified by independent engineers. Real checks, real safety. But the questions remain. Who tampered with the sensors? Why fake the inspections? The investigation is ongoing. You drive across the Bay Bridge 2 days later. Single lane, heavy traffic, but you're moving. You look at the water below, the cables above. You're thinking about the weight, the stress. You've driven this bridge 1,000 times. You never thought about it. Now you can't stop. The region returns to normal. Slowly, commutes resume, businesses reopen. But 7 million people now know something they didn't before. The bridges aren't permanent. The water doesn't care about your commute, and everything you depend on can disappear in a single morning. But you reach the other side, pull off the bridge, keep driving. The bridge is open. For now,